Hi there, Mykhailo. Let's take a look at this set of essays you have sent us. So, schools, whether they should be more entertaining or not, here is what you said. Entertaining is perceived as a vital element of education and thus should have more place in schools. However, critics argue claiming that educational institutions are not meant to be amusing and should be education-focused. I agree that having more entertaining elements in schooling would benefit children since it can provide more immersive and exciting experience of learning. All right, let's change a couple of things here. It's fine overall. You've done a nice job, but I do want to change a couple of things. First of all, we don't want to say entertaining. You want to say entertainment. Okay? So you want the noun form here. This should be entertainment. And then I didn't like schooling. It also felt a little strange. It felt far more natural to just say in schools. And then this last section had a little error in it. You said since it can provide... I think you want a more immersive and exciting experience of learning. I think it would be a better choice here. Okay, it's lovely. You've got some nice vocabulary words happening, so good. Let's take a look at your body paragraphs. All right, here you're spelling the wrong word here. Definitely wrong. This is purpose, P-U-R, P-O-S-E. This is, I think I got type of turtle or something. So, albeit the core purpose of school, not the school. Careful, there's a difference. This is one of those words that it kind of changes what you mean depending on when you put the in front of it. Okay, so here you just want to say school as an institution. So, albeit the core purpose of school is to convey knowledge, making the educational process more entertaining can be of great value. Here, no A. Firstly, having fun while learning tends to increase pupils' engagement in the study process. Makes more sense here. This is due to the fact that entertainment is used as a tool to draw the attention of students without the. So here, basically, to take this the and just put it here, resulting in more effective assimilation of material. In effect, recent research conducted by Harvard University has indicated that classes which have playful teaching elements have 30% more knowledge retention comparatively to those with an orthodox approach. Therefore, incorporating more focused capturing approaches, thorough entertainment is essential. I think you mean through, not thorough. So again, that's the kind of spelling mistake you really want to be careful of because it actually spells a word that exists, but it's a word that completely changes the meaning. This is lovely on the whole, other than a couple of those little things that I changed, little grammatical errors and so forth. Other than that, it's lovely. So, secondly, infusing teaching strategies with fun-filled activities can create pleasant learning conditions and, as a consequence, level up school attendance. That is to say that school children would enjoy going to a school more if they had a joyful studying environment and therefore would have better marks. The general consensus among experts in education is that learning satisfaction is the key to high academic performance. In other words, if learners have no desire to be taught, careful, you wrote no desire to be thought. So again, it's a word that exists, but it's the wrong word, so it changes the meaning. The odds are that studying material will not be assimilated properly. Okay, so this is fine. There was one little section, where was it, that I wanted to look at again. No, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's, you're basically saying that it creates a better environment and it'll make children more enthusiastic. Let's see, and that is, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's move on to your conclusion. In conclusion, it is clear that when education and entertainment go hand in hand, students benefit a great deal. Engaging knowledge seekers in fun activities not only keeps their attention high during classes, but also motivates them to attend their seats of learning. Furthermore, with the advancement of interactive technologies, there will be more place for fun in education in the future. Okay, this was all right. I wasn't really crazy about this sentence, which is part of the reason why I halted with it. I read it like that. I think partially it's the furthermore that I didn't really care for. This is your conclusion. You're just wrapping up. So you could have just said that in the future, with the advancement. Okay, you could have just said it like that and then just leave it out. But the furthermore just sounds a little strange. It sounds like it really belongs more in a body paragraph and not as the last sentence in your conclusion, okay? The last sentence is really just supposed to wrap up things and draw a close to your essay. But this for your first essay is lovely. I'm really quite pleased with it. A lot of nice grammar, a lot of nice vocabulary. You've definitely got the right elements here. Let's take a look at what you did in your second essay. Okay, so let's look at this essay about doing a fun activity with a child. Here we go. Being engaged in fun activities might be a more effective tool to acquire new sets of skills for children than just reading. Okay, I totally agree that despite all advantages of reading books, playing sports, and video games can develop more skills. All right, careful here. You had a word mistake that created some confusion. So I totally agree that despite all the advantages, so get rid of OUS, of reading books, playing sports, and video games can develop more skills. All right, then you're fine. Firstly, not only is playing gaming consoles more entertaining than reading, but you're missing an it here, but it can also serve as a more effective way to develop cognitive skills such as problem solving, critical thinking, as well as problem solving and critical thinking, as well as improve attention and concentration. This is due to the fact that cognitive games, especially actions, help to indulge one's brain in constant simulation as if an activity was happening in reality, thus improving the brain's performance. Here you need an apostrophe. In effect, playing an action computer game, Call of Duty for 10 to 12 hours a week has been proven to be beneficial for development of not only cognitive skills but also vision. Therefore, providing that it is done in moderation, playing video games can contribute to development of a child much more than solely reading a book. Okay. Fine. Secondly, indulging in sports also has its advantages over reading. This is to say that it promotes competitive spirit, improves physical and risk evaluation abilities, as well as being a vital instrument to acquire social skills through playing team games. For instance, according to the World Health Organization, playing football with peers for just an hour a day can combine all of the benefits mentioned above, whereas reading is just a passive way of getting knowledge. Hence, superiority of having fun doing sports over reading in terms of broadening one's repertoire of skills. All right, this isn't a sentence. It's just a fragment, so be careful here. Hence, here's what you want to say. This proves the superiority. Or you could have said, hence, the superiority, etc., 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 is proven or is shown. Either one of those would have been okay. But you absolutely need to do something like that. In conclusion, it is clear that in spite of reading being a positive activity for getting new skills, more can be achieved with playing fun computer and sports games. Moreover, with advancement of virtual reality technologies, this process will become more endurable and beneficial in the future. All right, so it's very nice. It's written very well. It's very good, really. But there is one major problem with this essay. You clearly did very well with the grammar, very well with the lexis, and very well with the structure of the essay, making a very cohesive and coherent essay. However, the major problem has to do with task achievement. Let me show you why. Take a look at the topic yet again. It says, doing an enjoyable activity the child can develop better skills and more creativity. You spent your entire essay talking just about better skills. You talked about cognitive skills, problem solving. Here you talked about competitive spirit, and physical and risk evaluation abilities. You never talked about creativity, ever. Now, the reason why this is so important is because the people at IELTS have clearly placed significance on this because they separated creativity from the other skills, meaning that they absolutely expect you to dedicate a fair amount of time on this. In fact, I would go so far as to say that one paragraph should be spent on discussing better skills in general, and then one paragraph should be spent on discussing specifically creativity. Okay, so something like that is going to definitely lower your score, despite the fact that the rest of your criteria were well satisfied by this essay, okay? So that's something I really, really want you to be careful of, and this is something that really should kind of underline the importance of of really carefully reading and understanding the task, okay, because they are looking at this level of detail here, and they do expect you to to pick up on this, okay? So on the whole, it was very nice. I mean, obviously there were a couple of little mistakes here and there, but nothing really serious, okay? But I really want you to work on this, and I want to make sure that you are answering the question that they are asking you, not something related, not something approximate, but entirely and exactly what is being asked, okay? So let's talk about your next steps. The first step is to correct this essay based on my suggestions. And return that to us. With it, you're also going to return an error correction list where you write down the mistakes that were pointed out, and next to each mistake what the corrected version would be. You'll add to this list every time you get an essay correction back from us. And then, of course, the third thing you need to do is write a new set of essays, okay, using everything you've been learning so far in the course. So go ahead and get that started. Let's meet back here in the next day or two with your new set of essays. Good luck.